Hi, it's Dave Oates, head researcher at FinderMonkey. Someone's just shown me a YouTube clip of a recent episode of This Morning, which I didn't catch at the time, but it was relevant to the work we do, and so somebody told me about it, so I watched it. And it was about a gentleman who'd been looking for his birth family. He'd reconnected with his birth mum through a website. I think it was actually Missing You, where he'd put his details up there, and his birth mum had put her details up there, and they had reconnected through that. She'd given him information about his birth father. He met his birth father, or personally believed it to be, but suspected wasn't related because they just didn't look alike. They were so different that it just seemed unlikely they were connected. So they had a DNA test and found out that they weren't related. He then had he spoke to his birth mother's sister, who told him that his father was actually one of the Bee Gees, so Morris Gibb from the Bee Gees, and obviously there's no proof of that, but he thought that it was likely to be the case. And then he had an ancestry DNA test done, and that ancestry DNA test actually linked him to a member of the Gibb family, who was actually Morris Gibb's son, and seemed to confirm that they were half siblings. So that seemed to confirm beyond doubt that that was correct. So the Gibb family aren't speaking to this gentleman apparently, but he now has the proof to know at least who his birth father was. Unfortunately, he hasn't got perhaps the contact he would have hoped for, but has the answers that he was looking for, and now knows for certain who his birth father was. And that's something that we're experiencing a lot now, is becoming really, really popular and a really useful way to find out information, particularly when people aren't prepared to share details with you. We had another case really recently where we helped a lady, and she'd long time ago found her birth mum, had a bit of information about a birth father, never really knew if it was correct or not, didn't really want to ask a birth mum about it, you didn't feel comfortable talking about it, had a family history DNA test done, and it linked her into a family with the correct name. And so from building out a family tree for that family, we figured out that it was the correct, there was a person by that name within that family. So the name that she had seemed to match up to the DNA. And we have managed to track that gentleman down now, and we've got in contact with him. And we're in the process of obviously seeing what might happen next. We don't know, because it's quite a complex situation where the gentleman didn't know of her existence. So this comes as a complete shock to him, and that's something that we're very mindful of. And obviously, we really look after people in those situations. But hopefully, we're going to get a positive outcome and perhaps get some kind of a contact between the two of them. Obviously, that'll be up to that gentleman and how he decides to respond ultimately. But we're working with them now to try and get a positive outcome. So just wanted to share that with you because it's really relevant. If you haven't watched that YouTube clip about the episode of This Morning with the DNA special, and I'd definitely watch it if it's something that you're interested in and something that you're trying to do. And if you have any questions about DNA, finding people through DNA, or finding a birth father, then please just pop them in the comments below and we're happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.